How old are you?
91.
Wow, 91.
91.
And look at that, you're looking really good for 91. Tell us what's your name.
Lucy Leontine Roche.
Lucy
Leontine.
Leontine?
My father called me after a book he read, The Cast Off by the Sea. And the French jailer had a daughter called Leontine. So he loved that name. And I was born called me Leontine.
It's a very uncommon name. I've never heard that name.
Price.
Right.
Singer or actress or whatever. Well, you know, I always have a great love for the cotton because that's what our relatives, our ancestors came from Africa when they toted them by the bookload. Cotton to enrich the English landlords who owned all these islands. So they always have cotton in my yard, but the cotton has always been beneficial to me because I'm a dressmaker. And I make cushions, I make pillows, I make patchworks. You must visit me one day.
So you still make them?
All the time. I have some lovely things. You see, what I want to do, I don't know when there will be. I have all the old artifacts of the way we work, like the three-legged pot, the old cotton, the old cornmeal, the kitchen utensils like the calabash and all these things. And I say, whenever they're passing around to, I don't know, maybe culture, I might put a table in front there and put all these things so at least we can see our history.
Of course,
Because, people nowadays discard all these things, but all like the calabash and all these things, they were kitchen utensils. You have to have them in the kitchen.
Yes.
You know, you use the calabash as dishes to eat. You use the calabash to give water. You have to have one hanging on the drum to pick up the water.
Nice.
You use the calabash for everything. So I have a number of them besides decorating them, and you know, you can put them in your house.
All right, thank you for the invitation, and I'll be coming by you very soon, and you'll give me the history. Continue picking your cotton, yes, Mrs. Roche, 91-year-old.
I have orders, you know, for a few cushions. So
What was your husband's name again?
John.
John de Roche.
John Glenn de Roche.
And who was him?
He was also from Peter Matney. A school teacher.
School teacher from Peter Matney.
Yeah.
So hence the reason why Mr. Dwight Logan know you so much. He asked me to please interview you.
In Peter Matney, as we say, and you can even say that, in Peter Matney, we say Alawi's one.
Oh, of course. Alawi's one. All right.
You can, because I told Heather when she was giving out the thing, I told her, I said, Heather, what I want you to say is my priority has always been for young people.
Nice.
To help them in any way I can. And right now at my age, I wish it were possible to bundle the remaining knowledge I have and leave it in the archives for the young people. Because you know something? Our education system here is too, I don't want to say drab, but it's flat. It's not interesting. You know, other things should be taught in the school. Yes. Music should be taught there.
Of course.
When we were going to school, you had to learn school songs, you know, and all this sort of a thing. No, nothing except science. And how many training people here will be?
So recently a music teacher was hired for the schools under the Ministry of Culture. So you might be hearing some more of that. And the music teacher had to come and sit down with you to learn some lessons. You'll teach him some. I'll bring him by you.
Who is he?
I'll bring him by you. I'm not even going to tell you. So thank you very much.
All of them are my people, you know, because all of Dexter Legan and all of them, all Dr. Nell. Before I left here to go to Canada, I started traveling since 54. And when I eventually in 1970, I left Grenada to go to Canada. I spent 14 years there. But I was in the mistress of the scholarship class, all Dr. Noel Caldwell and all these are my boys.
Okay.
You know, Neil Noel is a lawyer and all of them.
So do you know Neil Matheson for Sylvia in 6 Roads?
No, well, you see, because
They're too young.
Yes,
They're too young. You know Anderson Matteson, Fadela?
I heard the name.
All right.
Fadela also had a little girl with long hair.
Kathy or Jackie, one of them.
All
Okay.
as a Lumba, they were all my, I mean,
Okay.
if you call my name to them, they would.
Everybody knows you because we used to go to Hillsborough Government School right down there.
Yes.
And when we're coming up, we say we're passing by Mr. Roche.
Yeah.
Pleasure meeting. It's been ages.
Rena, and I was thinking of Rena.
A different Rena.
A red-skinned girl from Leicester.
Oh no, that's another Rena.
Yes, dear. She went to Bishop's College when I was there.
Okay, no, that's another Rena. So we'll be seeing you very, very soon, Mr. Roche. Pleasure speaking to you. And then everybody will be telling you, oh, I see you. And make sure you do the interview with Rena. Eh? Cousin Popo, you arrived the right time.
You all look alike, you know.
Them
You
cousin.
look a little bit light in color. Do you know that?
So, Mr. Roche, you said the first school you thought in was where?
Mount Pleasant Government School with Nicholas Brough, $14 a month. What an impressive summer.
I know, Miss D, what is $14 you should do to you?
And I had to walk from Ravine in Wynwood morning and evening to get to Mount Pleasant. In some way, yeah, Tivo in the evening.
Okay.
But in the morning over the hills in the Limley or wherever, I didn't know Carrefour. I mean, $14 a month. Sometimes when I get to Granby, my clothes wet. Luckily, I had the Cato family there. Cousin Henny from Cato, with Mano and Theo and Baby, and I don't know if you hear these names, but that's the family that gave them Havalites had to do with the land. Yeah. I would lend something to put on.
Oh, wow.
$14 a month.
And those days it was covered.
And listen, at that time I had already left St. Joseph's Convent with Junior Cambridge and Senior Cambridge. I didn't have to take first year and second year and third year and fourth year like the ordinary teachers there, you know. But my salary was $15.
So, I mean, those days it was very cheap.
But even then, well,
$14.
$14, £3. We were under colonial rule.
Yeah.
Cousin Papa, she mentioned Ravine. Tell us about Ravine in Montreal. Why you remember?
No, she.
Well, we have a
Right. So I want you to tell me about your Ravine in Montreal. What you remember in growing up?
About that Ravine in Montreal, because I know at a young age I was laid down how many times, and if I had the sense I have now, nobody was going to sit me down.
We'll continue.
Something good and
All right.